Okay, it is 7:01. I'll call the meeting to order. Welcome to those attending by phone. Notice of absence. Be it resolved that notice of absence submitted by Council Member Darryl Pierrepont regarding the regular meeting of Council held this 12th day of July 2022 shall be accepted as received. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. This is the regular meeting of Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West, held in Council Chambers at 216 Main Street West, Swan River, Manitoba. This 12th day of July 2022 at 7 p.m. Present, myself, Deputy Reeve Bill Galloway, Councillors Foster and Kushniryk in Chambers, Councillor Wills via telephone. Absent with prior notice, Darryl Pierrepont. Our CAO James Webb is with us, as well as Jeremy Bergen, who is doing the podcast. Next resolution, be it resolved that the agenda for the regular meeting of Council held this 12th day of July 2022 shall be adopted as presented. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. Any additions requested? If not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution, be it resolved that the minutes of the regular council meeting held the 28th of May 2022 be adopted as presented. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by
I'll second.
Councillor Wills. Are there any errors or omissions? None brought to our attention, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Do we want to go into the public hearing, or should we wait until 7:10?
Yes, we can start.
Next resolution, that we do hereby adjourn the regular meeting of council at 7:04 p.m. to open the public hearing on a variance for the northwest 1/4 section of 73728 and a variance application for west 1/2 of section 183429. Be it further resolved that we shall reconvene the regular meeting of council immediately following the adjournment of said public hearings. Will the mover, please? Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded
I'll
by
second.
Councillor Wills. Any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, do we have particulars of the...
Yeah, just scroll to the top. Scroll up. Scroll down. We don't see that there. Okay, just a second. Good thing we did it early. Good thing we did it early. Just give us time to add some people here. Just refresh now and you should be able to see the first thing.
Go to documents.
We'll go to agendas.
Okay.
public hearing, variance.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Thank you.
Okay, I will call the hearing to order. We invite anyone to make presentations either for or against the application. And that is application 1 on the northwest 1/4 section of 73728. And where are the particulars? And that is to specifically to allow for an increase to the maximum site area from 10 acres to 14.9 acres, 89 acres, within the AG Ag Zone as per table 4.1 of zoning bylaw number 2383-04. Do we have anyone who is prepared to make either a presentation for or against? Anyone present prepared to make any statements in regards to the variance, either for or against? Ask the third time, anyone present wishing to make a presentation either for or against the variance? There being none,
Yep.
read the resolution. Whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has received an application for a variance on property known as DESC Northwest 1/4 section of 73728 R256950, specifically to allow for an increase to the maximum site area from 10 acres to 14.89 acres within the AG zone as per table 4.1 of zoning bylaw number 2383-04. And whereas notice of the public hearing was posted and delivered to adjacent landowners in accordance with Part 6 of the Planning Act, and the municipality has not received any objections with respect to said application for variance. Therefore be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the aforementioned conditional use request as per the application dated April 12, 2022, and shall issue conditional use order number 2022-02. And be it further resolved that the Reeves shall be authorized to sign said order on behalf of the municipality. Would the mover please? Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. Is there any discussion? If not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. The second variance is with regard to
Yeah, this goes out of, yeah. Scroll up. This is the same one, this is for menu. Gems. There. And go to call to order there, open that up. And that gives you the
second hearing is a public hearing held by the Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West in Council Chambers at 216 Main Street West, Swan River, Manitoba, this 12th day of July 2022 at 7:15 p.m. regarding the variance application concerning the property known as the west one half of section 183429. And the variance request is to increase the maximum site from 10 acres to 13.90 acres within the AG zone at the west one half of section 183429. I would ask anyone who is present and has an interest to make either a presentation for or against said application. I'd ask again, anyone that has an interest in making either a for or against application presentation. The third time, anyone wishing to make a presentation against said application. There being none, whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has received an application for a variance under the Rural Municipality of Swan River zoning bylaw number 2383-04 on the property known as the west one-half section of 1834-29W. That's rolls R210000 and R214400. Specifically to increase the maximum site area from 10 acres to 13.90 acres within the AG zone as per table 4.1 of zoning bylaw number 2383-04. And whereas notice of the public hearing was posted and delivered to adjacent landowners in accordance with Part 6 of the Planning Act, and the municipality has not received any objections with respect to said application for variance. Therefore be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the aforementioned application for variance request as per the application dated May 9th, 2022, and shall issue variance order number 2022-03, and be it further resolved that the Reeve shall be authorized to sign said order on behalf of the municipality. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. Any discussion? Not, call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution, be it resolved that this public hearing shall now adjourn at 7:15 p.m. A mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Wills. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, moving on to number 6, Public Works reports. What have we got to report this evening?
Been doing a lot of rebuilding of the roads from the spring floods and also the storm of June 19th. This week we were able to reconstruct some roads around culverts on 7 sites. And we've been working on the beaver damming problem around culverts. We've cleared, in the last week, 12 culverts areas and been able to clean up the culverts, drain the areas, and put up beaver gates so that we can eliminate some problems in the future. That's it, yeah, sums it up, yeah.
Just a note that you may want to take mentally or write it down. When I was checking that Whitmar Bridge today, the water is within 18 inches, I'm going to say, of the lower girders.
Mm-hmm.
So the dam would be to the north of the bridge on private property. Perhaps we could be in communication with that landowner and see if we could get that water level lower, at least definitely before winter time, so that there's some room for it to run unobstructed come next spring.
So, I seen one of our mowers out, or both mowers,
They've been both operating this year.
Yep.
In the last day or two, there's one been being worked on. So
Okay.
it hasn't been out.
yep. But they've started, so that's good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's just go back to 5, just to reopen the meeting officially.
Yes. Okay, next resolution resolved that the regular meeting of the Council for Municipality of Swan Valley West shall now reopen at 7:17 p.m. to proceed with regular business of council. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Sorry about that.
No.
Okay, no delegations, no petitions, anything under general business that you have?
Nothing under delegations and petitions, so we're just ready to start the general business.
Okay, first resolution, be it resolved that council hereby authorizes the CAO to sign the provincial agreement with the Municipality of Swan Valley West for the road reconstruction, rehabilitation, and preservation as attached and presented. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any discussion? Not all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next item, whereas council received an invite from the Swan River Valley Agricultural Society, therefore be it resolved that council hereby authorizes Reeve Galloway to represent the municipality of Swan Valley West at the opening ceremonies of the Northwest Roundup and Exhibition on July 29th, 2022, and provide expenses for same. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Nine point three, resolution reads, be it resolved that Reeve Galloway be approved to participate in the Swan River Parade on behalf of the municipality of Swan Valley West on July 29th, 2022, and that expenses be allowed for same. Do a mover, please. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. Any discussion on that one?
What, what are you doing in the parade?
Leaving,
Leading the parade?
No, not leading. I think he said
waving, I think.
Oh, waving? We don't have a float of any kind.
we don't have a float. The one of the local automobile dealerships provide half tons,
Okay,
and then one of the furniture stores provides a chair for the participant to sit in. And I personally supply candy to be thrown out to the youngsters. It's not paid for by the municipality, just so everyone knows.
sounds fair.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
I've always bought my own candy to hand out during the parade. Any other questions or comments? Not, call the question, all in favor?
Yes.
Carried. Next resolution, be it resolved that Council of Swan Valley West hereby approve the purchase of some sort of page, depending on how much you think of the advertisement we should purchase, and for how many dollars in the Swan Valley and Area Recreation and Leisure Guide. Do we have some input from yourself as to what has been done previously?
I don't have anything from previous, but Carrie, you?
Yep, for sure we purchased a half page.
A half page?
Yep, for sure.
Okay, is there a consensus to put a half page?
Yes.
We'll do that.
Everybody's got the schedule there?
Yep.
Fees, okay. So half page is 300?
Okay, I will reread the resolution. Be it resolved that the Council of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the purchase of a 1/2 page advertisement for $300 in the Swan Valley and Area Recreation and Leisure Guide. Would a mover please? Moved by Councillor
I'll
Foster,
move it.
seconded by Councillor Wills. Any further discussion?
Is it a booklet or is it just a one-time or something in the newspaper?
No, it's a little booklet.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I just wasn't sure if we're,
Any other questions or comments? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution, be it resolved that Council of Swan Valley West does hereby accept a quote for office lighting from Galbraith Electric Limited. Mover please. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Kushniryk. Any discussion surrounding that?
Gotta be done.
was it just the interior?
Just the office areas right now, and here we're just gonna leave it. So you have the quotes there. Yeah, the original quote was.
Okay, if there's nothing further, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. 9.6, resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the addition of $12,000 in penalties to taxes on roll number 213900. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any discussion? If not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Moving on to number 10, financial items. 10.1, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. General checks number 17918 to 17953 in the amount of $190,319.49. Will the mover please? Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any questions on the checklist?
I got one here. Check number 17922. City of Brandon.
It's 911.
That would be for 911 services.
Okay. Okay. That was what I was wondering about.
It's in the details there if you read it too, if you want to go back
I
to.
didn't get to the details. It just caught my eye in the summary there, so.
Okay, any further questions? No, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, the next is 10.2. Resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Direct deposit payments, number 550020 to 550022 in the amount of $5,896.85. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any questions there? Not, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next is 10.3, the resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Payroll payments, checks number 4167 to 4183 in the amount of $28,242.59. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any questions on that checklist? If not, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Ten point four, resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Benito Fire Department payroll payments, checks number 4184 to 4201 in the amount of $4,559.04. Do we have a mover, please?
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Moved by Councillor Wills, second by Councillor Blosha. Any questions on that list? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Ten point five, the resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Indemnities for June, checks number 4202 to 4210 in the amount of $12,145.50. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Blosha, second by Councillor Foster. Any questions on that checklist? Being none, I'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, moving on to discussion items. 11.1, the Karen at Kenville School. The property owner is asking what can be done or what options are there available for the deteriorating Karen. Did anyone have the opportunity to look at that recently or not? There were no pictures or anything sent in of it?
No, I didn't have a chance to take a picture, and there was a suggestion that some places have a smaller structure made out of metal, you know, with all the information on it, rather than the original cement. And then it's set off into, say, a corner where it's part of a tree line or something like that, so it's not in the middle of the property. And they're wondering if that would be an option, you know, just to clean up the property a little bit.
So it's on wood now or?
It's on cement.
On
Yeah.
concrete?
Concrete,
And
yeah.
concrete's cracking or?
Yeah. Yep. So it's crumbling off, is what I understand. I haven't looked at it first.
So with moving it, is there some intention to use the property for something else? Like, do they want to?
I don't think it's necessarily for property use, it's just for tidiness and easy maintenance, and once you put a new piece there, then it's more up to date,
Yeah.
easier to maintain. The same information taken and transferred, but I don't know if there's anything in the cairn or part of the cairn that has to stay original. You know, something we'll have to research.
Yeah.
Not anything we have to make a decision on tonight, but just wanted to bring it
Heads
to
up.
heads up for us as well as the general public, so that they can address it if anybody hears anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, moving on to 11.2, fire department equipment. We have some quotes from, who's that from?
There's quotes and pictures from a supplier for what they call a ram, push ram, and also struts. This is for vehicle incidences where they need to be secured, and the ram is to be used to open up the vehicle as needed.
For escaping.
for escaping, yes, exactly. So it uses the jaws of life, but it has a wider opening potentials. Where the jaws is made for, smaller areas, this is going to be open up a bigger cavity. So we went out for quotes, and these are the ones we have that came back. And you'll see the first one is for a ram, the second attachment is the picture of it, third is a quote for the strut, the one with the check mark beside it is the one that would be recommended. Once again, we can make a decision on this tonight, or we could think about it and potentially move it to the next meeting.
Well, it has to do with ensuring that the work area around any MVA motor vehicle accident and to assist in the extrication of possible victims of the accident. So I think that it's important that our fire department is equipped to handle all situations in a safe and secure manner. Do we have actually a resolution to,
We don't, but we can make one up, or not make one up, we can add one to this.
What was the second quote? Second quote for? It's just a,
number 2?
Number 2 is a picture of the first one, and number 3 is the next one.
yeah,
And then go to the one with the check mark on it.
yeah.
Yeah. That's for the struts or the stabilizer, however you say that.
Yeah, I'm looking at that big extendable bar.
That is
This
number
one?
4. You're looking at, that's the picture showing.
No, that one, yeah, I think is the first quote. The one with the picture of the automobile, I think, is the
This?
second.
That's the third quote. That's the bar.
3 quotes.
There's 2 quotes, but 2 picture for each quote. See here? Okay, so here's your
Yeah.
first quote.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Okay, so that's there, and then here's your picture for the first quote.
Yeah,
Okay,
makes sense.
and then here's your second quote, and that's the one I said was checked.
Yeah.
And then here's the picture for that, and that's what you're looking at.
Okay,
That
but
you're looking at.
you keep saying there's 3 quotes.
2
I don't-
quotes.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Sorry.
I'm waiting for the third quote.
2 quotes, 2 pictures, one for each.
I'm getting it, but I'm just wondering what I'm looking at here. It's,
Basically, it's a ram to open an area up larger than the jaws of life would do.
Yeah.
And the second is to stabilize the vehicle.
so, even on that first quote, the difference of $200 gets you a 24-inch ram versus a 40-inch ram.
Versus how many inch?
A 40-inch. I'm thinking if $200 is the only difference, I mean, would we not want that extra?
The reason for that, that's a good point, and in the smaller vehicles, it's sort of the midway, the potential of the 40-inch being too big
Yeah.
for a smaller vehicle. So,
Okay.
if a small vehicle is compacted, you might not get that in there,
Yeah.
where the 25-inch you will get in there and you'll be able to move it a little bit,
Okay.
and you still have the ability to expand beyond that if you need to.
Yeah.
With an additional props or equipment.
Yeah.
Blocking.
Blocking. Yeah. Okay. No, justifiable. That's good.
Good. Good question, though. Okay.
Refresh it. Okay, resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of Swan Valley West does hereby accept the quotes from ABC Fire and Safety for the ram and struts for MVI responses. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Blosha. Any further discussion? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Any other correspondence?
Just one underneath there, 11.3 purchase policy. I just wanted to say that next time we'll be taking a close look at that. We had shared that document earlier in May, so just encourage you to go back and look at it. And on the 28th, we will look at it in more detail for update our purchase policy. Nothing in correspondence.
Finish business.
No.
Okay, we'll move on to 14 then, committee reports and communications. Councillor Kushniryk.
No committee reports, just communication with ratepayers. Still finding some, I guess, damage from the weather that we've had.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Wills.
Yes, no committee for me, just ratepayer calls about roads. I got a lot of questions about what's happening with gravel. Has the gravel hauling begun yet this week?
It hasn't. It got put off on the 4th, and the 11th didn't work for them, so I'm just waiting for an updated date from the gravel haulers.
Okay, do we have a map in the office, a gravel map that I can stop and look at?
We'll have a comprehensive one here by the end of the week, so yeah, for sure. We have
Have one yet?
We just have ones in for different areas, so
Yeah, so something that I can look at and see where we're putting gravel?
for sure, yeah.
Perfect. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Foster.
Yeah, no, it was at that G4 meeting, and that was about it there, and ratepayers requests.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Blosha.
I have no committee meetings, but had a few calls from ratepayers. And mostly I discussed them with our CAO, and I guess that's it for me too.
Okay, thank you. I too did not attend any committee meetings. The G4 was previous.
Oh, yeah.
Set.
Yeah.
However, have been in communication with a number of taxpayers regarding particular situations where roads have received damage, etc. Yourself?
Lots of calls from ratepayers and following up with them, solving the issues, and there's been definitely a lot of damage out there. From the spring, we had 76 sites. From the June 19th, we had 45 sites. We pretty well got them all documented and reviewed the 76 with the disaster assistance from the province, and so that part of it's done, but doing our best to keep up with all the requests. Appreciate the patience of the ratepayers through it. It's been good, and lots of good feedback when they call back and are appreciative of the work being done. That's good.
Does that June, like that 19th storm there, does that kind of qualify under the same?
They're still working on that to see what the path forward will be for disaster assistance, whether they're going to tie it in with spring or make it a separate one, because it was quite an extensive one beyond our area as well, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's updated.
James,
Yes,
did you say that we got our funding for road repairs?
we didn't get our funding letter yet, but what we've done is we've reviewed it with them. So we've got it all documented, basically the estimated costs.
Okay,
And I was hoping to have that list here tonight, but I don't. We'll have it for the next meeting.
okay.
Okay, if there's no further questions, be it resolved that we do hereby accept the following verbal reports regarding council committees and communications. Councillor Kushniryk, communication with ratepayer regarding damage from weather. Councillor Blosha, dealing with calls from ratepayers. Councillor Wills, communication with ratepayers and gravel discussion. Councillor Foster, calls from ratepayers. Myself as well, calls from ratepayers regarding road damage. And our CAO James Webb, of course, took many calls from ratepayers. Do we have a mover for the resolution? Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, second by Councillor Foster. Any further questions? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, we're about to go into camera. However, prior to that, as has been the practice, we invite anyone from the audience, either on the telephone or in chambers, if they have a question regarding anything that was covered by the agenda tonight. Now would be your time to make a comment or ask a question.
Reeve, is it permissible to ask which road, one-time road reconstruction, 9.1?
I didn't know what that meant either, but what it means, it is part of the basket funding and is just a general heading for an amount of money that the province is going to be forwarding to municipalities.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Okay, there being no further questions, I wanted to thank those who attended, and we invite you back next time as well. What we will do is move an in-camera resolution and then take a short recess to allow the chambers to be cleared. Resolution reads, be it resolved that pursuant to section 152 sub 3 of the Municipal Act, council should meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussions in camera regarding personnel matters and negotiations and preliminary discussions. Move it, please. Moved by Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by
I'll second.
Councillor Wills. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, we'll take a 10-minute recess. May be it resolved that pursuant to section 152 sub 4 of the Municipal Act, this meeting shall be reopened to the public. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, second by Councillor Kushniryk. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried.
I think that works. What?
Do we have any resolutions arising? I can think of.
Tilder's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything further before we adjourn?
Not from me, no.
Okay, the resolution reads, be it resolved that this meeting shall now adjourn at 9:54 p.m. Be it further resolved that the next meeting is Tuesday, 26th of July, 2022 at 7 p.m. Mover, please. Moved by all three. By Councillor Kushniryk, seconded by Councillor Foster. All in favor?
Yes.